So, in just about 5 days, version 5.7 will finally be here. And if you're anything like me, your Primogems stash is probably looking a little too empty right now. With Skirk's debut and Shenhe's long-awaited rerun, I've seen a lot of comments asking for a separate breakdown just for Phase 1. So that's exactly what this video is about. In this one, we're going to calculate exactly how many Primogems you can get during Phase 1 of version 5.7, so you'll know how much you can still realistically farm to pull for Skirk. And since more than half of you told me in the last poll that you're pulling for her, this is going to matter a lot. Let's start with the basics. 5.7 Phase 1 lasts 21 days. So with the daily commissions giving 60 Primogems each, you'll be getting 1,260 just from your dailies. Not bad, but also pretty standard. Then we've got the new quests. These should give us about 340 Primogems in total. Again, that's a solid chunk, but nothing crazy. Next up is the Imaginarium Theater. That resets once during Phase 1 and rewards 800 Primogems if you manage to clear it. Definitely worth doing, even if some of the levels can be annoying. Now here comes the first real disappointment. Spiral Abyss will not reset during Phase 1. That means no 800 Primogems for people trying to get Skirk early. It resets in Phase 2, which is going to help for Mavwika or Emily, but not in time for Skirk or Shenhe. And yes, I know that hurts. Achievements will give you about 20 Primogems. Not amazing, but they add up. We'll also have the trial challenges for Skirk and Shenhe. 20 Primogems each, so that's another 40 total. I really recommend doing them before deciding whether you're pulling for someone, because they really give a great overview of the character's kit. I once didn't do them and really regretted it afterwards. Let's move to the events. The main event is called Battle of Imagined Arrays, and it's looking pretty wild. It includes a game mode that feels a lot like Teamfight Tactics, where you can place hilichurls or other creatures on the board, reroll shop units, buy upgrades, and basically manage a team of little fighters. I'm actually really hyped for this one. And guess what? We're also getting a free 4-star character, Cephos, just by playing this event. That's massive value for anyone who missed him. Total Primogems from the event, 970. Then we've got Traveler's Tales, Gilded Chapter. It runs for the entire version, but gives 120 Primogems in total. Not much, but it's spread across both phases, so we'll count the full value here because you can probably claim all the rewards in Phase 1. We've also got a web event called Through Yesterdays to Today, running from June 18th to July 2nd. That's 160 Primogems. Then there's the community event, and this one's honestly hilarious. It's called Swing Your Sword 3 million times with Skirk, and it runs from June 19th to June 25th. It rewards just 40 Primogems, but I love the theme. Now let's talk about something big, the new permanent endgame mode. Stygian Onslaught is a boss fight mode that you can even play in co-op. You only need to clear the first 3 stages to get the Primogem rewards, which is 450 total. But if you keep going and beat all the stages, you'll receive a brand new item called Dust of Enlightenment. You'll get 2 of them in your mailbox at the start of the patch. These allow you to reroll artifact stats on level 20 pieces, finally a way to fix that goblet that rolled double flat HP. You can get more dust through the Battle Pass and in the later levels of Stygian Onslaught, so this mode is not only good for Primogems, but also amazing for artifact farming. Another cool thing in this new mode is that you can actually farm artifacts there. You can just choose a domain you want and use resin to claim you artifact rewards. And with the new change coming in 5.7, you can also use your fragile resin to claim triple rewards. This is so massive. The Paimon Shop reset will give you 5 intertwined fates, which equals another 800 Primogems. Don't skip those. And of course, the update maintenance compensation will give us the usual 600 Primogems. There's also a chance we'll get a 60 Primogem redeem code sometime during the patch. It usually happens randomly, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. I always post codes as soon as they drop, and they expire fast. So let's total it up for the ones who skipped to the conclusion. From daily commissions alone, you'll earn 1,260 Primogems during Phase 1. Then there's about 340 from new quests and another 800 from the Imaginarium Theater reset. New achievements will likely add around 20, and you can grab 40 more from trial runs for Skirk and Shenhe. Event rewards total roughly 1,290, and the new Stygian Onslaught mode gives 450 more just for clearing its first 3 stages. Add in 800 from the Paimon shop reset and 600 from update maintenance, plus a possible extra 60 from a future promo code. That gives us a total of 5,660 Primogems, which equals about 35 pulls. If you're running Welkin Moon, you'll get 90 Primogems per day for 21 days, which gives you an extra 1,890. Add that to your total, and you get 7,550 Primogems, or about 47 pulls. Honestly, it's not amazing. Especially compared to 5.5, where we got close to 13,000 Primogems total in the patch. The problem is, even though they introduced a new permanent game mode, they also cut one of the standard 420 Primogem events. So, while it looks like more content, in terms of pure Primogem value, it's basically just a reshuffling. And here's the thing that makes it worse. Skirk and Mavwika, arguably the 2 strongest units in this entire arc, are being released right next to each other. And we know Nod Cry is just around the corner. That means more meta-defining characters will be coming in version 6.0 and beyond. So, if you're free-to-play or even low spender, the pressure to keep up with the meta is becoming very real. It's just not sustainable anymore to pull every top-tier unit, especially when they're this close together. That said, as I always remind you guys, don't let the meta decide your happiness. Pull characters you genuinely like and want to use. If Skirk's design, gameplay, or story appeal to you, go for her. If Mavwika's kit fits your playstyle, save for her. Don't feel forced to follow what the community says is optimal, because at the end of the day, this is a gacha game. And gacha games are supposed to be fun. So that's it for the full Primogem breakdown for Phase 1 of version 5.7. If you want to see the full video I did on the entire patch, including Phase 2 with Mavwika and Emily, you can check that out right after this one. And let me know in the comments if you want me to make a similar Primogem calculation video for Phase 2 once we get closer to that. Thanks for watching, and seriously, thank you all so much for the amazing support. Subscribing would really help me reach my dream goal of 10,000 subscribers, and I'm grateful for every single one of you who's part of this journey. See you in the next one. Good luck with your pulls, and may the 50-50 be forever in your favor.